The stress of isolation has been taking a toll on all of us, especially children who have been out of the classroom for nearly 2 months, and many are struggling emotionally, missing their friends and their teachers and their old routines. But there are ways that you can help them. Joining us now from California, author Mallika Chopra. Good morning, Mallika. Great to have you on.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We do think about the kids because it's a lot for us as adults to process. But for children, I would imagine it's magnified, particularly depending upon your age and how you process it.
Yeah, so, we're all stressed these days and all going through a lot of emotions. And for kids, they express it in different ways depending on their age, but also their personality. Some may go into a cocoon and be really quiet and confused. Others may act out. Others may express themselves. So the first thing as a parent is to just understand and be empathetic that your kids are having feelings, big feelings, and finding the right way to connect with that particular child. Even in your own household, 2 different children, 3 different children may act out very differently.
When you talk about finding ways to participate with them, interact with them, give us an example.
Yeah, so I think, again, it depends on how old your kid is. For me, for example, my daughter loves to play video games. So these days, I'm trying to find ways that I can interact with her in her space. So I started playing Animal Crossing, like many others may be doing. But I think it's finding ways to connect at home and remembering that home is their hopefully safe place. So when we can go for walks together, play games together, dance together, even do things like breathe and meditate together so that we all can deal with a lot of the stress that is a reality.
You bring up meditation. Of course, I think of your dad, Deepak. How is he?
He's good. He's good. Busy
and a lot
on
of
shows.
These are lessons that he taught you, even I know from a very young age, of working through yoga and meditation and being centered.
Yes. So, I learned how to meditate when I was 9 and in turn had a gift to share with my kids. And that's something that right now in particular, families can explore together because everyone is dealing with a lot of stress. So meditation really begins with just breathing. So an exercise I do with young kids is just taking your hands, breathing in and out, and going finger by finger in and out. And that's something you can do with young kids. Another exercise is just repeat the words I am, and then think of words that make you feel stronger and happier. So things like I am strong, I am mighty, and that can become a fun affirmation game that you could do with younger kids as well.
And I've heard also, of course, we have so many children that are connecting through social media, but you even bring up the point of allowing them to use your phone to text a friend as well, because if they're younger, you want to supervise.
Absolutely. So listen, all of us are feeling isolated and all of us are probably getting a little sick of each other, our kids as well. So I think it's very important actually to find one other child or a few other children that your kid can text with, that can FaceTime with, set up a Zoom call, maybe even go for a distance walk where you're supervising them, because kids need that emotional connection. This is about physical health, but emotional health as well.
There's this new phrase everyone's talking about in this Zoom world that we're in, Zoom fatigue. So I guess you also want to make sure that your kids don't, that while you want to use it as a tool for them to be connected, you don't want them looking at that screen too long.
No, because they start to zoom out. And I can really say this even watching my daughters who are on, both in high school now and just online all day long. And with my younger one, I'm really having to stress with her, go outside, take some deep, fresh breaths.
How old is your younger one?
So my younger one is 15, so a harder one to convince to do things. And so we are she's doing Zoom Taekwondo classes. I make her walk the dog just so that she will go outside and move. And so, that's the thing. I think we have to get kids recognizing that physical activity also helps release stress.
Do you find that your kids, or you hear of other kids, they want to know, when is this going to end, like the rest of us? So what do you say when they've just had enough? Why won't this stop?
I wish I had an answer. I have a senior in college a senior in high school who is missing graduation, prom, all of her events, and now unsure if she'll go to college. The fact of the matter is, I can't tell her what's going to happen. I don't think any of us know what's going to happen. So we are trying to focus on appreciating the now, really bonding and hoping that she will go off. And so with that hope, spending more time together. And I think with younger kids, a lot of them are probably confused. They don't even know what's going on. And so like with any, attachment parenting or parenting techniques, if we can make our kids feel safe at home and safe in our relationships with each other, hopefully that gives them the grounding for all the uncertainty that's ahead. We really don't have the answers right now.
No, we really don't. Well, Mallika, it's always a pleasure to have you on, and thank you for your advice as we try to navigate this. Like you said, it's so much uncertainty, but you make it a little easier.
One breath at a time. One breath at a time, one day at a time.
All right. That's a good plan. Great to have you on. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. More Good Day.